I can feel the city starting to seep into my bones. I can feel it, you know? It feels good. Yeah, I'm starting to become more and more Atlanta. Even the way I say it, when I got here, every time I said it, I would say Atlanta. I would say Atlanta. I'm in Atlanta, Atlanta. And then I started noticing all of a sudden I was like, Atlanta, Atlanta. The T was gone. The T started fading away. Yeah. By the time I leave, I'll just be like, Atlanta, Atlanta, Atlanta. Yeah, now I understand how mumble rap was invented here. I get it. You just try and shrink all the words. Atlanta. I get it now. Oh, and we've had so much fun. It has been so much fun. You know, we've eaten the food, we've gone out, we've seen the sights and the sounds. Yesterday we went out as a whole group. We went to Magic City, you know. Oh, yeah, I will say, worst magicians ever. Only thing that disappeared was my money. And I will say, we came to Atlanta to have a good time, and I have not been disappointed. We have not been disappointed. In fact, we've been lucky that we came when we came, because this has been a really momentous week in that freedom has been achieved in Atlanta. And I think you know what I'm talking about. As of this week, the Atlanta Zoo has announced that people are once again allowed to bring their guns when they visit. And I was like, wow. You really don't mess around with Second Amendment in this town, huh? The whole South, even at the zoo, people are strapped. Yeah, just packing their lunch, being like, and bring the Glock. You never know. You never know. Just walking in like, yeah, now let's see that parrot say something. Say something. What? Say something? Yeah, say something. Say something? Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah, you're a pretty cool parrot. And you know, if you ignore all the terrible reasons, I mean, having guns at the zoo is actually a really great idea. You know? Think about it. Think about how many times you've been disappointed. You go to the zoo, and what happens? The animals are sleeping when you get there. Not anymore. You just walk up to that enclosure. Pa, 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 pa. Ah, the panda's awake now. Look at him. Oh, look at him running for cover. You know, the only way you could get more exciting is if they said it's not just the people, right? They should go all the way. They should give the animals guns too. I think that's what we should do, right? I mean, they're the ones who are going to be there. It's only fair to them. Give them guns as well. See what happens, huh? It's going to be exciting. Every single exhibit is going to turn into a Mexican standoff. You know, there's people walking in like, honey, 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 keep the kids behind me. Keep the kids behind me. Stay cool, stay cool. Penguins, stay cool. Hey, sloths, no sudden moves, no sudden moves. Snakes, let me see those hands. All right, nobody needs to go extinct today. Atlanta. Now look, obviously, other than the armed animals, the reason we're here and the reason we're excited to be here is because the midterms are around the corner, right? With everybody focusing on Georgia, 5 days away. And your races are coming down to the wire. Can I tell you? All right? Herschel Walker and Raphael Warnock, neck and neck, which is wild. It means that if something happens, Herschel Walker could be elected senator next week. Yeah, I also hope it doesn't happen. I mean, that would be crazy. Herschel Walker as a senator? You know, can you imagine how that would mess with the whole Capitol? You know, take your child to work day is going to feel like another insurrection. It was just going to be like, they're storming the Capitol. Oh, no, wait, it's Herschel Walker's kids. It's all of his kids. It's like, allegedly my kids. You know, this whole midterm campaign has gotten so extreme. It almost feels like Republicans are running a political science experiment just to see how crazy a candidate can be and still get people to vote for them. It almost feels like that. What can they do before people say, no, I wouldn't vote for them? It's almost like Mitch McConnell just in the lab, you know, just working away like, all right, they voted for Herschel Walker. Let's try a bag of wet spaghetti next. Well, see if they go for that. And I don't know if you've seen this, but Herschel Walker has gone from beefing with reality to beefing with Barack Obama. I don't know if you've seen this. Yeah, they've got a thing going back, because obviously Obama roasted him in Georgia, right, over the weekend, and then Walker shot back that he could, quote, put his resume up against Obama's anytime. And First of all, it wouldn't even matter if Walker's resume was more impressive than Obama's, because Obama's has a line in his resume that says, "not crazy." That carries a lot of weight in a job interview. But also, Obama was president. People, he was president for 2 terms. Herschel Walker can't even carry any of his pregnancies to 2 terms. What are you talking about? Are you serious right now? I'm kidding. His resume is impressive. I mean, any resume is impressive when you can just make it up, right? I was a cop, I was an FBI agent, a ballerina, I discovered nitrogen, I also am nitrogen, the list goes on and on. But yeah, Barack Obama is back on the campaign trail. He's back out there trying to get people whipped up, trying to get the people voting. All right, he's hitting all the swing states around the country. And last night, both Obama and President Biden made big speeches about how there is a lot more at stake in this election than which party gets to use the good bathroom at the Senate.
Folks can win if we don't do our part. And if you've got election deniers serving as your governor, as your senator, as your secretary of state, as your attorney general, then democracy as we know it may not survive in Arizona. That's not an exaggeration. That is a fact.
This year, I hope you'll make the future of our democracy an important part of your decision to vote and how you vote. In our bones, we know democracy is at risk.
What? I heard what he said, though. He said, in our bones, we know democracy. That means we're screwed. Yeah, whenever an old person feels something in their bones, it means the storms are coming. I feel it in my bones. It's either that or osteoporosis, but I think it's a storm. By the way, I love seeing Biden and Obama both doing speeches back to back. No, because sometimes you think that you're imagining it. You're like, Obama had more energy, and then when you see it, you're like, no, they have very different energies that they bring. You know, it's almost like seeing a before and after of a NyQuil commercial, you know? Yeah, and I'm not saying that like the one is better or worse. It's like the level of excitement. You know, basically Obama is the Beyonce concert, and then like Biden is the traffic on the way home. Do you know what I mean? That's what it feels like. Actually, you know what? Actually, Obama is like me, right? Before every dinner I had in Atlanta this week, and then Biden is like me after every dinner I had in Atlanta this week. Yeah, I would walk into Busy Bee, and I'd be like, let's do this. I'm gonna dominate this fried chicken plate. And then after, I'd be like, I did not feel confident about the future of my stomach. I can feel it in my bones. But look, however they're saying it, Obama and Biden are making the same point, and it's a salient one. This election is about whether America wants to continue being a democracy, all right? And that's actually a tough sell, believe it or not. It really is. Because ironically, democracy isn't what's on people's minds right now, right? People are paying more for groceries. They're paying more for gas, all right? And Democrats are going, yeah, we know that sucks, but democracy. And voters are like, can I eat democracy? Can I fill my tank with democracy? It's a challenge. It really is. And it's a challenge because if you think about it, humans, we didn't evolve like this, right? Humans didn't evolve to think long-term, right? If you think about it, we're designed to put long-term problems over immediate problems. That's just how we are, right? The caveman who was worried about the saber-toothed tiger was worried about surviving. That guy survived. You know, saber-toothed tiger survived. Right? The caveman who was sitting in the cave like, I wonder how we could make our hunting practices more sustainable. That guy died, right? He was right, but he died. And this is one of the flaws of democracy. It's a weird flaw when you consider it, right? It's not just the fact that it can fall at any time, but it's also the fact that the people who are anti-democracy can use democracy to get into power and then end democracy. And if you want to see a silly example of how unpredictable voting can be, look at what happened when people got to vote on what their election sticker should look like.
A sticker design contest that went viral this year is making good on its promise to an Ulster County teen.
A few months ago, the county's I Voted sticker contest made headlines. All great designs, but one just happened to get some national attention.
Hudson Rowan's design, you can see it right there,
my gosh.
came away with more than 90% of the vote. Man, that is crazy looking. Officially
awesome.
becoming the county's new I Voted sticker for the 2022 November election.
See? That's what can happen. And I mean, I do love this, don't get me wrong. I've always wanted to see Rudy Giuliani's baby pictures, but this is what can happen. And you heard what they said. This sticker got 90% of the vote. You realize there's no politician who gets that kind of support, right? But you know, this competition got me thinking. People go so crazy over these stickers that, in fact, I think we should use that, you know? What we should do is we should use that energy. There's so many people who only vote for the sticker. I know some people who are like, oh, I can't wait to vote so I can get the sticker. You're like, what about the election? I just want that sticker. Maybe we should use that enthusiasm to save that democracy, right? You can use it to save democracy. In addition to an I voted sticker, from now on, they should also have an I accept the results of the election sticker, yeah? That way the day after the election, when somebody is like, you know, the vote was stolen by robot pedophiles, you'll be like, you want this sticker? I'm like, oh, Mike Pence is lucky I like stickers more than his neck. I'll take it.